thank you to Chaka Fattah for your leadership, especially on the issues of brain research that have the potential to change so many lives.
Especially Congressman Chaka Fattah, for whom this has been a life passion.
What a great day. In today's edition, we're going to have an opportunity to talk about a very important effort to rescue some young people. We have 2.7 million children in our country who have a parent who's incarcerated. And that's like 1 out of every 28. And we have the leading impact player in our nation with us today, Diane Wallace Booker, who leads the U.S. Dream Academy. Now, you got great programs, and we want you to talk to us a little bit about what you're doing. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to be doing this.
Oh, wow. Okay. Great to be here. So I actually am an attorney by training and was practicing law when I came across the founder of our organization, Wintley Phipps, in 1996, I think, well, 1998. And he shared with me this vision about intervening in the lives of children who had parents incarcerated. And at that time, he was really visioning how do we help break a cycle that oftentimes happens in families, cycles of poverty and cycles of incarceration. So I was just very inspired and volunteered with him at first, and then became an employee a couple years later.
Well, that's great. So tell us about, you know, you got a great program in Philadelphia, which we're going to see a little bit of in this show, the great work you're doing. But tell us about what are the outcomes for these young people absent any intervention. This is a group of young people who face real challenges. Yeah,
they do. So children who have parents incarcerated have a higher risk of dropping out of high school. They are at much more significant risk for homelessness, for being in foster care. Inside of schools, there's also a real level of stigma and shame that's associated with having a parent incarcerated. And oftentimes teachers and principals don't know how to effectively deal with this or support kids in their schools. And they tend to fall behind. There's sometimes behavioral issues and an overall lack of support for a child who's going through a very traumatic experience in their life, the loss of a parent to incarceration. And so our program is really designed to help to intervene that, to give support at critical times in their lives around academics, mentoring, character development, and an opportunity and ability to talk about some of the issues that are associated with incarceration of a parent.
Well, I know Wilson Good, who was the former mayor of Philadelphia, leads a program, and he says that these young people have a higher percentage of incarceration themselves, absent any intervention. And so the country needs to be doing more. And I know that the Dream Academy, the U.S. Dream Academy, you're doing a lot. Tell us about the program. Where are you at, and how many cities and locations, and just tell us a little bit how you've grown the program.
Sure. So we started with one city in Washington, D.C., and it's grown to over 8 locations, and we serve, over 800 kids a year. We keep each of our centers fairly small, 60 to 80 kids, because we really work with those kids in the school who are having the most significant issues, either falling behind or behavioral issues, frequent suspensions. And so we need to be able to have a bit more intensive work with them. So we're open every day after school, 5 days a week. They have kids get up to 15 hours a day. We're in Orlando, of course, Philadelphia, Salt Lake City, Memphis, Indianapolis, of course I said DC, and Baltimore City.
Wow.
And so that's, there are up to 10 million kids in this country who've experienced parental incarceration. And, the impact of mass incarceration over the past 30 to 40 years in our country has really wreaked havoc, particularly in communities that are also dealing with high poverty rates and high levels of, lack of education. And so we're really trying to get into that cycle too.
Well, you put together, in the Philadelphia instance, I know this is true in other places, but you have partners. So in Philadelphia, you got Drexel University, you have the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, and the National Society for Black Engineers. Tell us how partners can interact with your centers.
So the main way that they interact is by providing us mentors. So these really incredible college students are coming from UPenn and from Drexel, and they're mentors, they're tutors, they're role models. They do lots of really important things in our centers, and they come really frequently. They're there in the center 2 to 3 times a week. The Wharton School of Business also, their business students develop marketing strategies for us, and they do a big mentor recruitment event each year to help recruit more mentors.
Wow.
So they're helping us to think about how to build some of that marketing infrastructure into our work.
How does a child find the Dream Academy? Is it just through their school? Does a parent call you? Does a counselor call you? How is the connection made?
It's a great question. We really find them, so we really are strategic about where we locate within a community. So we're inside of a Title I school that typically is not meeting the academic requirements in communities of high poverty and high crime. So then we recruit. We recruit within the school. Kids and parents self-select into the program. We do prioritize kids who have a parent currently or previously incarcerated, but we also serve kids who are falling behind in school or who are impacted in other ways, by trauma.
Well, look, I know that your steps are ordered because you found this niche and you're making a real difference. And just want to thank you for what you're doing on behalf of our country. And we want to go from 8 to 18 to 80 locations. We want to see this Dream Academy reach out, and because there's so many young people who can benefit. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, and thank you for all your support and mentoring around the country.
Well,
Appreciate all that you've done.
Big, important priority for us, but for our entire nation. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That was great. See?
That was quick.
I hope they grow up to be okay. That's basically what it was when I was looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, it's 2 of the same one, and it was like, they're boys, and it's harder for boys. But the first thing that came to my mind was, I hope they grow up to be okay. Quentin and Kwamir, they're 13, identical twins, 4 minutes apart. Kwamir is more of the funny clown-like. He likes to play around a lot, and Quentin is more serious, but he will talk your ears off when he get a chance. And they like to draw, ride their bikes, computer all the time. Their dad was there, but like a few times he was like in and out of jail. But when he's home, they would like still go see their father like once out of the weekend, every other weekend. Summertime is like every other week. He'll have them or whatever, but they've been around their dad. They know their dad and everything, but I still was always a single parent. It's tough. It's really tough when you have to do everything by yourself. Sometimes it brings you down because you want to give your kids everything, and sometimes you can't.
Quentin and Kwamir came into the U.S. Dream Academy when they were in 1st grade. And now they're in 7th grade, so for 6 whole years. The principal at that time, he came to me and he said, I have these children who, here's your challenge. If you can really help these kids, and I've seen what your program can do, they really need a lot of help. They're in the 1st grade for the 2nd time, and you're the last hope for these kids. Their levels of academics were really low, severe behavior problems. I would even have to visit them in the classroom during the school day, because the teacher had so many challenges with them. So I would have to visit them and really much pull them out of class and walk them down the halls and just encourage them to do better and do well.
They were behavior problems, okay? In fact, teachers would sometimes call us to say, can you come get such and such? Or they would come down and talk to us about things that they had done.
The U.S. Dream Academy is a national values-based program that provides after-school services to children who have a parent incarcerated, and children who are falling behind in school academically. And we have 8 Dream Academy learning centers in 8 cities. And we're placed in cities where there are high rates of crime, incarceration, high rates of poverty and violence. And the goal of our program is to help these children, one, not become incarcerated adults. We do that by providing them with academic supports, homework support, online learning curriculum to help strengthen literacy, math activities. We also do it through character building to helping them develop and become leaders and models, through mentoring a caring adult who comes in and spends quality time with that child each week. And we do all these things to really help these children become positive, productive adults, caring citizens. In turn, we hope they additional support others and make a difference in this world.
One of the great things about Dream Academy is that the children want to be there, and being in Dream Academy means a lot to them. They respect the adults who are in there, they respect the program, they have mentors. So if they start to get off track, then the school can work with Dream Academy and say, you know, this child's really not doing that well. So then the people at Dream Academy can step in, spend extra time with the children, meet them during the school day, bring them in to work on their reading skills. Dream Academy gives the children extra opportunities that they would never have.
So I've seen a huge, tremendous growth in these boys over time. We match them with a mentor. Our education specialists begin to provide them with academic support during small group pullouts, extending their supports even during the school day. So we've seen these boys really improve a lot during that time in the last 6 years.
To actually see the progress they're even making in behavior. I remember when my first year here, they gave me a hard way to go to start. But now I see great progress on the behavior side. Are they totally there yet? No. But when you look at the progress they've made, it feels great. It feels really good to see how they're growing, they're maturing, and that maybe they're going to be okay.
And I think as long as Dream Academy is there to push them in that right direction, to, you know, give them that confidence to do that, they'll do it.
There is so much potential in these children. It's amazing. You know, Quentin and Kwame are a good example because we give them hope and we encourage them for what they can do. We don't focus on what you can't do. We spend more time finding things they've done right.
Basically, at Dream Academy, they're the parent when I can't be there. Thank you for being there. Thank you for helping my boys out and helping them grow up, helping them be the person that they are now and maybe the person that they're going to be. I love Dream Academy.
The Philadelphia Dream Academy Learning Center is an after-school and mentoring program that serves children in 3rd through 8th grade who have a parent incarcerated or a family history of incarceration, as well as students who may be falling behind academically in school. My name is Naila Gray, and I am the Center Director for the Philadelphia Dream Academy Learning Center. The Philadelphia location has been in operation since 2002. Our Learning Center is housed in a local Philadelphia School District school, so we're connected to the social support services that are in the school. A lot of the therapists that serve a lot of students in the school make referrals. As well, we're listed online with a couple of different agencies. United Way is one of those agencies for after-school and mentoring programs, so parents seek us out. And in addition, we also have students that hear about our program, and they also come and seek us out and say, I'd like to be in your program. We're made aware that a student has a parent incarcerated when the caregiver that's taking care of them registers them for our program, or a social worker may refer them to our program, or even a teacher or a guidance counselor will refer them to our program and inform us if they have an incarcerated parent. We get our message out about who we are and what we do, mostly through the school where we're housed. So back to school night, we do presentations to the parents, to the teachers. When teachers come back to school at the beginning of the academic year, we also host orientations to let them know who we are, how we're here to support them, and how we can support their students. And in addition to that, we also give flyers to counselors at other schools throughout the city. So if we consider our alumni and our current 3rd through 8th grade population, we service about 85 students. So we do serve students who have parents incarcerated, but also students who may be falling behind academically. So a couple of services and resources that we provide to serve those students and help them with their academics is our online learning program, where we assess their reading levels. We get to find out whether they're reading on level, whether they're reading behind grade level, and whether they're even on track for college and career readiness. And then that same program also gives them activities to help improve their reading level. So they're getting activities each day that they come to our learning center. And then we also do a post-test to say, has the student's reading level grown or increased at all? We also provide an opportunity for students to have support with their homework. At our site, we have volunteers from Drexel University, University of Pennsylvania that come in and they assist our students with their homework. We also have students from Philadelphia University. We have mentors that come in that are assisting our students with learning activities. And we have a certified teacher and education specialist on staff that delivers programming to our students as well, really to provide additional academic support. What makes our program unique is the fact that we are not a program where the students come to a separate site from their school, but the fact that we're a program that's in the school that the students attend. So it allows our staff to support the students during the school day. It allows our staff to support the teachers. You don't find that a lot in an after-school setting because most of the focus with after-school programs is simply in that 3 to 6 window. But we're here throughout the day working with some students at 9 a.m., at 11 a.m., offering programming, offering even our online program to some of the teachers in their classes.
You roll them, you shake them. 2 times, and this will be 6. 2 times 6. 12. 12 plus 2.
So our program is not funded by the school district of Philadelphia. We do have a partnership with this local school where our program is housed, however.
Right.
My name is Eileen Coots. I'm the principal of GW Childs. This is my 3rd year here at the school. And the U.S. Dream Academy has been here since I've been here. I'm not really sure how many years they've been here, but the whole time that I've been here, they've been here. And it is a phenomenal program. They work with about 80 of our children. Some of the kids are from other schools, but it's predominantly our school. They work with the kids from 3 to 6 every day. And it's just the combination of tutoring, mentoring, teaching, giving the children something to do besides go hang out in the neighborhood after school. It really gives them a positive outlook on life. They have something called Model Students and the Leadership Academy. And for many of our kids, they're not getting any direction with their lives, but the U.S. Dream Academy provides that for them. And they really just do so much for the kids. And it means a lot to the kids, too. If I say, oh, you're in Dream Academy and you're supposed to be a model student and this is what you're doing, do I need to go talk to somebody in the Dream Academy? Oh, please, no, I promise I'm not going to do it again. I'll be good, you know. So it means a lot to them. If it didn't, they wouldn't react like that. I think that the children who are involved in the program, if they weren't in the program, then we'd see behaviors out of them that would not be acceptable. But because they're a part of that, it changes the way they act. You know, that changes the way they think about things. They also work with the children during the school day too. This year they started a reading program where they specifically picked, I think it was 10 or 20 children in the 4th grade, and they bring them in and work with them on a regular basis to really target and bring them up to reading level. And that's just so wonderful. I mean, that's invaluable for a school to have that kind of a resource inside the building.
Our alumni are students that have graduated from our program, completed 8th grade, and gone on to high school, some even on to college. Our alumni, after graduating from our program, often return and serve as volunteers. They also come back because we provide support and resources at our center for them. So we've held how to interview workshops for them, how to write a resume. We also take field trips to give them a social outlet as well.
Okay, my name is April Roldan. I'm a mentor here at Dream Academy. I come to Dream Academy once a week for 1 hour, sometimes more, and I spend one-on-one time with Jayan, and I help her with her homework and help her with character and dream building. What drew me to Dream Academy was that I used to be in education. I used to teach at a school in North Philadelphia. I wanted to get back into rehab and become a physical therapist because that's what I got my undergrad degree in at Temple. So I still wanted to remain within education and social work. so I decided to stick around at Dream Academy, which is a school I then became affiliated with after teaching in North Philadelphia. So I just wanted to become a mentor any way I could contribute to the. So what the kids are doing now, I mean, it looks like they're in the gym playing around. I think this is their free time, I'm pretty sure. So after they do Achieve or after they do their homework, they're normally allotted free time in which they can choose what they want to do. I do not get credit for being here. It's 100% free will that I do this. A lot of them do nonprofit work with the Shriners and then affiliated North Philadelphia schools. I come here because I've built a relationship with Dream Academy and I make my way out here. It's a subway right away, so I do talk to them about it. They think it's an amazing program.
Our study hall lasts for about 40 minutes, and it's during this time that they work together and they get their homework completed. Again, the challenge is to work quietly, to work diligently, because they want to be able to sign up for their free time. They also get rewards the next day in their classroom. If they turn in homework that's neat, accurate, and complete, they get homework stickers from their teacher, and their goal is to get 30 homework stickers in this semester.
They're not there. 19.
That's good, right? That's good. You've been making it.
20.
Grade, okay.
21.
My name is LeVar Zuber, and I'm the National Program Director with the U.S. Dream Academy. I'm responsible for overseeing all of our Dream Academy Learning Centers, the management of our center directors and center staff, and ensure that our program is being delivered with quality. Our program came about through our founder, Wintley Phipps, who was a world-renowned gospel singer, who through his work with the prison ministries, he had a dream to develop his own program, the U.S. Dream Academy. Wintley tells a story of where he witnessed, through his work in the prison ministries, he witnessed families visiting their incarcerated parent. And he witnessed the pain that it caused the families once the visitation was over and the children left their parents. You're just seeing that experience where he says, his quote is, he wanted to fill up his eyes with the eyes of the children. So through his work with the prison ministries, he developed the U.S. Dream Academy. No, they said the skill. Good. We're here in the U.S. Dream Academy, the Philadelphia Learning Center Computer Lab, where a lot of the children are engaged in the online learning program, Achieve 3000. And what Achieve 3000 does, it aims to improve children's lexile or reading level. The children's reading level is improved by them engaging in reading activities where they go online, complete a reading article, respond to a learning poll, and through continuous of reading these activities and responding to the multiple choice questions, it's practice, so their lexiles and their reading level improves. Through the Achieve 3000 program, the children complete an initial assessments, which pretty much provides them with a lexile level or their initial reading level. So over time, the children engage in Achieve 3000 through the completion of different activities. Their lexile level or reading level will improve over time. So we measure this by using the children's pre and post scores. Well, Achieve allows us to Achieve 3000 allows us to develop reports which allow us to measure whether it's their reading level, their ability to complete activities at a satisfactory score, and it shows the growth over time. I moved to the national role with the U.S. Dream Academy after managing this program for 7 years. I've been successful at enrolling almost 100 kids during the school year. I've been able to institute the Achieve 3000 program during the school day, which allowed teachers and staff to use the program. I was very successful at maintaining a quality staff for several years and just really running a quality learning center, which served as a model for all of our other programs. We have 12 learning programs in 8 different cities.
Did you get it? You talk. First person to what?
The highest point.
I know. First person to 300 wins. Okay? So we got to get everybody's names. And I'm thinking I want to get 2 different sets. So we'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's afraid of multiplication. So we'll do 3 and 3. Put you in the groups of 3. You're 3, move over here.
This is my turn.
So you know how to play, okay? You have 2 red, 1 yellow. You multiply the red, you add the yellow. You pick one person to keep score. Who's going to keep score? Okay?
Can I roll?
Huh?
I roll? No, we go like in turns.
So each of you take turns. Everybody gets a chance to roll. If the person gets the answer wrong, they don't get credit. You understand that? I need one of these pencils. You ready?
I do this because I feel like Philadelphia still needs a lot of help, and if people could only give an hour of their time every week, a little difference goes a long way. A lot of people spend a lot more time on their cell phones, and I feel like a lot of your time and energy, if even for an hour a week, can make a big difference in a child, because they're our future.
The only person that's really going to make it in life is me.
When the children who have graduated out of the program and gone on to high school and college or whatever, and they come back to the program, the children who come back, they're successful in high school. They're goal-oriented, they're focused, they have a positive outlook on life and on school. So even though they leave the program, what they learned here stays with them.
My experience as the center director here was a beautiful experience. Really getting to see the children improve, whether it's in behavior and academics, helping them to build dreams for their future. And I started in 2005, and just to see some of the kids come back over time, kids who have gone to college and beyond, or kids who come back for just additional supports.
You're part of something bigger at Dream Academy. You know every week you're making a difference, and it brings you back to reality. You pursue a profession where you help people, and mentoring is the way to go, or community service in any aspect. Shout out.
The relationship between the U.S. Dream Academy and our school, I would just have to say, I'm just so grateful that they're here. I think we're the only one in Philadelphia, and we really do feel blessed to have them here.
The Dream Academy has really been successful at transforming the lives of some of these children who, without the support that we provide, would have eventually may have dropped out of school or become incarcerated adults like their parents. But our program has really been successful at helping them build dreams and see a brighter future.
What drew me to the U.S. Dream Academy, honestly, is the name in of itself. The idea of dreaming. I'm a person that believes that everyone has a God-inspired dream. So to link up with an organization that's helping young people to pursue those dreams was something that I couldn't turn away from. And I just believe that making a difference in the lives of young people today sends a message to the young people that I'll never meet, the young people that will come years later.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us. This has been a great show where we've had an opportunity to learn about the U.S. Dream Academy and to learn about the impact that mentoring can have in the lives and life chances of young people. We'll see you next week on A Capital Idea. I'm Chaka Fattah, your host.